I had something really cool happen this morning and wanted to share it because I think it's such a huge outlet for so many, especially women, that we just don't give ourselves. So I was feeling really contracted and grungy. And like, I really didn't have a reason to feel grungy. And this happens a lot where like the mind is like, I don't have a reason, so let me just block this out and be above it or whatever. But it was really grungy. And I knew like, call your friend Maggie. Because I have like I have actually more than that, but there's like my three really tight peeps who are like always my go-to, that I can air it out, I feel better. So and Maggie's so genius and always like just instantaneously gets me grounded. But what was coming up, I was like, I don't know, I don't even know what it's about. I'm just feeling, grungy and like, but I want to feel really expansive. I want to feel good. And it's so, she just like so easily pointed out, could you, just accept that it's not how you want it to be right now. Which is like, obviously, yeah, I can do that. And so the thing that came out, which is really an Omega move, right? Omega is the feminine energy. It's, I accept myself unconditionally. I allow expression. And one of the things I've been talking about, especially because we did a workshop last week for women, is like, if you don't allow outlets of expression, it will always block sensitivity, sensation, awareness, wisdom. And then you're looking for wisdom like, oh, how do I figure this problem in my life? Or why are my kids acting like this? Or what do I do about that? And like, you just can't, you're not going to access it. You have to open up the channels of expression, and you immediately go deeper into your wisdom, your sensuality, your sensitivity, your knowing. So anyway, this is a really great one for that. And it's just to let your, the voice of whatever it is come out, even though it sounds so unenlightened. And so what came out was like, I just feel like my life's not working out for me. I just feel like my life is so hard. And it was all these things like I kind of self-express to anybody else. Like, it's not like I just put that out there like, oh, my life is such a mess. But to express it and not buy into it and just give it a voice. And I know she's not buying into it, so it's just a sounding board, right? Like, there's this space in me that just feels right now in this 10 seconds like life is so hard, like it's never going to be okay. And so if I get above that, like, oh, I know that's not true, and don't just express it, you kind of like hold that energy in, and it's so toxic. Because it's not emotions that are toxic, it's holding them in. It's repressed emotions that are toxic. So I saw such a massive catharsis after 3 minutes of just voicing all this kind of BS, just all the belief system of it's not even real, it's not even true. And we just let it out, and it was like, and I'm laughing because I'm like, what a funny thing to say when it's really not true in my life. But when you think of like the alpha and the omega, and the alpha is the masculine, it just holds space for the feminine, right? And if the feminine's like, I'm miserable, it's like, the alpha doesn't go into why? I don't understand, right? It's like, I got you, baby. It's okay for you to feel what you feel. It's okay for you to express it. Let it all out. Let it all go. I am right here. I'm going nowhere. Can you find that unshakable part of you? Because you don't have to wait for some alpha person or masculine or male or something to come along and be that for you. Like, create your internal system and be that for yourself. I've got myself covered. I'm right here. I'm going nowhere. I'm going to hold space no matter how ridiculous it sounds, because it is pretty ridiculous when you're like, what do I have to complain about? Yeah, but there's a voice inside. There's a space inside that just feels like unloved, unheard, unresourced, miserable, like fill in the blank. And it's okay. So once I did all that, like I was no longer in resistance to it. I felt so much lighter. I felt so much better. I had a way happier rest of the day. So I wanted to share that. And for those of you who didn't see the workshop, it's at drkimd.com/workshop. But I talked about like the 3 myths that we buy into that dynamically block health, sexuality, vitality, joy, success, like everything, because we're not accessing our power. So that's at drkimd.com/workshop. And for those who want to go forward in this work with this work has really, really changed my life of like learning how to find Omega, the feminine energy, learning how to find expression, learning how to deepen into my body and into sensuality. So that course is at drkimd.com/alive. And there are, I think, 4 spots left for the retreat. For those of you who do want to join me in May to go really deep with this work and receive my assistance, the work is really powerful. I think every woman, like even just watch the free webinar, every woman needs to know this. And we make ourselves wrong when like the world, does react. Why are you being like that? What's wrong with you? And like needs to understand us. If you just hold that alpha, that masculine within you for your omega, for your feminine, that doesn't need to understand her, doesn't need her to explain herself, doesn't need her to have a reason for why she's feeling what she's feeling, then it's just like an energy dump, right? Boom. That was what I'm feeling, and thank you for letting me express that. I'm not even feeling that anymore. So you really don't need to know why. How often are we like, even Gemma said it to me today, like, I just want to know why, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, do you want to know why you're feeling like that, or do you want to feel free? And you got to ask yourself that over and over. Am I more committed to understanding this, which is going to actually block the flow of energy and block organic expression? Or do you want to just feel better and feel lighter and set yourself free? Because if you set yourself free, everything in your life flows all the time. But if you think, I just got to understand it, nothing in your life can flow. You're always trying to get control first. And like, you're just going to get sicker and sicker, or like more and more and more in debt, or your relationships would be more and more contracted. So what would it take for me to open up and let myself be free? And then understanding follows. So that is what I wanted to share today. Thank you guys for joining me here. I'm at drkimd.com if you want to tune into what I'm doing. I'm going to be speaking a little more on this Wednesday. I do a live broadcast every Wednesday for Mind Body TV. And, we'll go deeper into some of these themes where we make ourselves wrong, we get in the mind, we get confused, instead of actually functioning in our wholeness and functioning from our wisdom, which is effortless. So you can tune in on the Mind Body community or on my YouTube channel, Dr. Kim Duramo, on YouTube. Be sure you're subscribed there so that if you're interested in this content, hit the like, hit the bell, and you'll be sure to be alerted when we go live in there. Stay tuned for more. And women are awakening everywhere. There's so much pain when we restrain. Thank you, Artists in the House. On Wednesdays, it's an 11 a.m. Mountain Time broadcast. So if you want to join me live, I love having everyone there live. It's at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So that's 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Caruso, hello, great to see you. Bio by Mitra, hello. Staten Kim, beyond your own creation, be your own creation. I know in Instagram it's like hard to see who everyone is, but great to see you guys live here. Thank you for joining me and checking in. I look forward to seeing you Wednesday. For those of you who are coming to the retreat or participating in the online course for a live woman, we have an amazing community in there. You're welcome to join us. I think every woman deserves to gift herself that inner journey and the allowance to have it fully, unapologetically. It is what feeds the world. It is what lights up the world. But it's kind of also the scariest thing. It's everything we've learned not to touch into and not to express. And hey, could you just hold that in, because it's going to be a lot more convenient for me if you just don't go there. And then everyone's dying, right? Because men and women are starving. Because when there's not authentic expression, we are so stifled and so stuck and so congested and just kind of miserable, even if we don't know it, that the world's not working. So find the courage to go into your body. I'm feeling too whoa, what would I be feeling if I did tune into letting myself know what I'm feeling? Because maybe you've been blocking your whole life, right? So give it 10 minutes, give it 10 days, do a little practice to just touch your body, drop in, shift your breathing, access sensuality. I guarantee you will begin to access more wisdom. All right, lots of love, everyone. I look forward to seeing you soon. And you can tune in on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like if this video resonated with you. It helps a lot to have other people find this content who are looking for stuff like this work. And I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday if you want to join me live from Mind Body TV, in the Mind Body community on Facebook, or on YouTube at Dr. Kim Duramo. All right, lots of love. See you soon. Bye.